Happy Friday, readers. It's May 8th. So this week you've been working hard on some letter combinations and using Y to make the it sound. You've been working on expository text and new vocabulary, new high frequency words. So we're going to read another expository text, but would you please, when we're reading this, would you please watch for, see if it has a table of contents, subtitles, if it has bold print, photos, any labels, captions, if it has a glossary or an index, right? So this book is called Fast Supercars. That's a really cool car on the front, isn't it? How fun would that be to ride around town in? So I open up this book, and I'm just going to pull you a little bit closer just so you can see the book. Okay? Is that better? So it has a table of contents. There it is. So now we know what we want to look for. And I want to look at, I marked some just because it's my book and I could do that. But I looked on here and I saw this bluebirds. So I'm going to look over here and it looks like bluebirds is on page 14. So I'll have to look through the whole book. So I use my table of contents and I'm going to go to page 14. And the pages are down here at the bottom. They're pretty big. So there it is. I found page 14. Oops. There it is. It's really there. And there it is, bluebirds. It says the British racing driver Malcolm Campbell and his son Donald set many speed records between the 1920s and the 1960s. Look at that car. Wow. I wonder why they call it a bluebird. Let's read, see if we can find that answer. Big engines. Look, there is a subtitle right there. Can you see it? I can't tell if that lights a little bit. I hope you can see that. In the 1920s, record-breaking cars had bigger and bigger engines to make them go faster. Malcolm Campbell's Bluebird cars had giant engines. When Campbell set a new land speed record, he became very famous. So I noticed that land speed record is in bold print. And I'm not really sure what a land speed record is. So I know that I can go to the back because it's in that bold print, and I'm going to look it up in the glossary. There's the glossary. So now I'm going to look for land speed record, and there it is. The highest speed reached by a car on land. Wow, that car went fast. The last bluebird. Donald Campbell built his own record-breaking car. He called it Bluebird Proteus CN7. In 1964, he drove his Bluebird to a new land speed record of 403 miles per hour. Donald Campbell is the only person to break the land and water speed records in the same year. Here's a caption. Donald Campbell's Bluebird had a tall tail. This helped the car drive in a straight line at high speed. Malcolm Campbell and his son Donald stand by a famous Bluebird car. And then here's a fun fact. It says fact file. The Bluebird Proteus CN7. And then it gives you information about the engine, the power, the top speed, and the driver. That is really information that's kind of cool to know. So I'm going to go back because I want to look at another one. So I went to the table of contents again. And in the table of contents, I see a rocket car. Now, I think a rocket car sounds really interesting. So that I look at, it looks like page 22. So I'm going to go to page 22. Wow, look at that car. Does it look like a rocket? It makes me think that's why it got its name. Rocket car. Jets are not the only super engines. Rockets can power a record-breaking car too. In 1970, a rocket car smashed the land speed record. Wow, that makes me think of this one went even faster than the Bluebird. Let's read and find out. There's another subtitle, Long and Thin. The blue flame was a rocket on wheels. Inside its long, thin nose was a fuel called liquid natural gas, or LNG. This fuel was burned by a rocket motor, but Blue Flame did not take off like a space rocket. Instead, it traveled along the ground very quickly. It says in this caption, the Blue Flame's driver, Gary Gavalik, checks out the car. The Blue Flame had a very slim body to help it go as fast as possible. The Blue Flame's rocket engine is at the back of the car, just like on a real rocket that goes to space. Driving a rocket, another subtitle. A racing driver called Gary Gavalik was chosen to drive the Blue Flame. On October 23, 1970, he climbed into the cockpit and fired the rocket engine. Gavalik drove the Blue Flame to an amazing new land speed record of 622 miles an hour. Blue Flame's record was not broken for another 13 years. Wow! So this car went 622 miles an hour, and in 13 years, somebody went faster. Wow, if we had time, we'd try and find out who that was. And just to let you know, these books, they're mine. So if you have a book that I've read and you'd really like to read it, just let me know. You're welcome to borrow it. It's great to have books that you're interested in. So I love to share them. All right. You have been super learners. Have a super awesome, amazing, great weekend. And I'll see you on Monday. Sorry. I gotta use my wing. Not sick, just have a tickle. Have a great weekend. Bye.